mission and I won't stop. No destination, but it's worth a shot. You gotta let me know. You gotta let me know. You gotta let me know. Ready for a war, got my armor gear. Sharpen your sword cause the time is near. Gotta do it big like Bon and Fair. I'm a rock star on a chandelier. Off the walls, yeah, I'm about to go crazy. For the beast, anybody that can tame me.
So I'm going to try the Juvia's Place again. I don't have my correct shade, but I'm going to mix it to see if I can get something that's at least wearable enough so that I can do a wear test. So I'm going to use the concealer. This is the shade 7 from Juvia's Place. I've already moisturized and primed. I use the Clean Color Prime and Chill Beauty Oil. I figure since this is a mattifying foundation that I'm going to be using, I should use a moisturizing primer, especially since I will be powdering my face after my concealer. And I actually remember to wet my sponge. I don't know, I think that's a good start. Bye, cat. I don't think it 100% covered, but the foundation is supposed to be full coverage anyway, so meh. Oh, I'm going to put on my eye primer. I'm going to use my Amuse eyeshadow primer in the shade Clean Slate. Now I'm going to set my concealer with the RC May No Color Powder. Okay, so I have set with the RC May No Color Powder. So I've got the Juvia's Place in the shade 240 and the shade 220. Okay, I've already messed up because I know that is more than enough, but whatever. That's the 220. That is the 240. So basically it's about 2/3 220 and 1/3 240. The other thing about mixing with this foundation when you don't have the right shade is a little bit goes a long way, and I could not control how much came out. So I mean, dude, this is a lot. This is probably about 3 faces. Well, maybe 2 because I use a lot. 2 faces worth of foundation. But I mean, I'm not really wasting it if I don't use it because I mean, it's going to waste if I don't try. Just put some on here. I hope the lighting's all right. I don't know. I'm trying something new with the angle of my camera and my lights. And I definitely like this foundation. I was playing around with it this weekend too with some other mixes. I like this foundation with the sponge and not putting it on my face and using the sponge, but putting the sponge into the mix and then applying it. And just remember that dark line that you see right here is not because my foundation is too dark. That is, I don't put foundation there. I stop right here, all the way across. That is just my natural skin color. And my neck used to be all that color, but I had been using this brightening toner, and instead of, I put it on my neck and I was putting it on the spots here, and then I was using it on my forehead, but it's not working out right. So I just use it on my neck now, and it seems to be working up to here, but it's not doing these spots for whatever reason. And I decided I don't want to use it on my forehead because I don't want to end up with like some weird mark. My alarm just went off. So, hope my camera's back in the right spot. Anyway, what I was saying is, I stopped using the toner on my forehead since I don't use it on the rest of my face. Of course, the recommendations, of course, are to use it all over your full face, but I don't want to change my skin color. I just want my skin color to match, so I didn't want to use it on my whole face. This has such a pretty finish. I still think I might have gone a little too dark and red. Maybe I do need a little bit more of the 240. Remember, you can actually see this is where I put the foundation. This darkness is just me. So I'm going to take a little bit more of the 240. This is how much I still have left, which is pretty much all of it. That little bit in there. Even though this foundation does have excellent color coverage, it says it can be full coverage, so I'm going to see how full we can go. I'm just going to put on an extra layer that is hopefully mixed a little bit better to match me. And I just remembered it won't get wasted because I have this little container from Ben Nye that I can scrape the rest into. This is like for making your own concealers and foundations and stuff, which I haven't done in ages, but it's there. I think that's slightly more acceptable. Still not perfect, but I think I can wear this out after I do my powder and everything without looking too crazy. So now I'm going to, where is my little flappy spatula? Now, this one has corrector in it that I made a long time ago, and this one has a blue corrector, what was left after I tried to, when I was doing some experiments yesterday, but I still have this big part, and I'm going to scrape what's left of that into my container. Even though tomorrow I will probably be using this mix, but we'll mix it even more to see if I can come up with something better. Okay, now, let's see, for highlight, I use my Conceal and Define in the shade C12. Okay, my alarm went off. I'm not actually sure when it went off. I didn't realize my volume was down so low that I almost didn't hear it. So, I don't know. I did the Conceal and Define to highlight. I haven't set it yet. And today I'm actually going to try something different that I haven't done in forever. I have my Ben Nye Topaz powder. I'm going to set with that so I can have some more brightening. Not just lightening, but brightening. I know this is deeper than my pink powder, which is actually why I used to like this one better. But the undertone is just so yellow that I like the pink one better, even though the pink one is light. And since my pretty pink powder and my topaz powder are both by Ben Nye, I don't think it'll skew the results that I'm using this for my wear test. I don't think so. Okay, when using the sponge to set though, it doesn't leave a whole bunch of extra on there to be dusted off, but I'm still going to try to dust it off after I'm done doing my eyeshadow. I'm going to smooth my eyeshadow base back out. I'm really hoping this video doesn't turn out sideways. Once before I tried to use my iPhone sideways to get a wider angle that I won't have to crop as much out, but then the whole video was sideways when I went in to edit it, and I'd have to post it sideways, which is annoying. But this time I think I realized the problem. I think last time I hit record and then turned my camera. This one made sure my camera was already sideways and then hit record. So I think we're good. I have no plans for what I'm gonna do today. Well, I mean with my face. For my actual body, I'm going to work. I'm gonna use Harvest Brown for transition. And I'm gonna go into Tuscany and put that right above my transition-y area. I'm wiping off my brush again. I'm gonna go into Timeless Taupe for my crease. I'm going to use Soul, S-O-U-L, not S-O-L. This is the Shop Miss A eyeshadow. The other ones I was using were Coastal Scents. This is Soul, S-O-U-L. And I'm going to use White Silver by Coastal Scents. Just right there. I feel like that gives me a little bit more of an arch than I actually have. I was too scared to do anything with my eyebrows. I would mess it up. Okay, now I'm wetting my brush and I'm going into Bay Breeze from Colored Rain. gonna go in with a pointier brush back into, is it Harvest Brown? Yeah, Harvest Brown. No, that wasn't my crease color. Timeless Taupe. Just to smooth and blend that out a bit. I don't know. It's not anything special. I just really don't have time to think of something to do. And I'm gonna brush off my bake. Now I feel like I look a little gray in the areas where I put the powder but didn't put the concealer. We're gonna go into the Juvia's Place Saharan Blush Volume 1 palette. I'm going to use Neo on those grayish areas that I don't know why they're gray. I'm going to go into Abby with another fan brush. And we're going to go into Zane. That'll work. And now I'm going to get everything all meshed together with my Ben Nye nutmeg powder. And I already did my contour blush, so I'm not gonna contour my cheeks again, but I'm using my Ben Nye ebony powder still, yeah. Going back with my regular powder brush again, blend that in. I'm gonna set everything with my RCMA No Color powder. I'm gonna let that sit for just a moment. I'm going to line my lips with Blackberry by NYX. I'm gonna brush off my powder and spray with some rose water. I'm gonna use the One for Playing Games blush from Revolution as my highlighter. Okay, I'm gonna brush out my lashes. I'm gonna brush the powder out of my brows. I'm gonna spray with the De-Slick from Urban Decay. And today I'll use this Madly Matte Metallic Lip Gloss. That makes no sense. SIX, the letters, Z14E. I don't think that's just the shade, like number category, because there's also a 1658 bigger on there. Maybe it's supposed to be... No, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Whatever, I don't care. I'm just throwing something on my lips. Okay, I don't think I've had that lip gloss that long, but it did not really want to participate. I know it's supposed to be matte, but it didn't even want to slide on. So I'm going to throw some Shiny Sheer Lip Gloss from Ulta. I guess this is what we're going with. Bye. Okay, we're at 7.5 hours. This is what I've got. I haven't had any breakthrough. Everything's completely matte. And the elevator's open. Gotta go. Okay, so we're at about 10 hours. This is what we're looking like. I haven't had any breakthrough, separation, anything like that. I have not blotted. I have not touched up anything, not even my lips. So even though I don't have a foundation shade, this is the one I mixed. It's a good foundation. I just have to find my shade. And again, I know it probably looks like I didn't match very well since my chest is so much lighter, but as you can see from my hand is a lot darker than my chest. My chest is the lightest part of my face. My chest is the absolute lightest part of me. And so I'm not trying to match that because I've tried to do that before and that looks insane. So I just try to do what looks like the rest of my skin color. Like, it's not too bad. Right? Right. Oh well.